Wagyu from Japan. This was like, I'm not sure how much it was, like $100 or something like that. No, it wasn't 100. Like maybe 70 or something like that. $70 for just this. 5 ounces of Wagyu. Yo, this is about to be delicious. $70 for this. Like what?
Till 9 in the fucking morning. Playing fucking poker till 9 in the morning. When you said Shooting Club, I was like,
Hey, look at these fucking fish going all in with these. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 3 ways all in. Aces, kings, and who knows what. And we hold on running it 3 times. Let's go, boys. Ship it over here. What does the fox go? We are sitting at a nice, hefty stack right here, boys.
Fucking sticky fish cakes.
Sticky fish cakes. Update. 6:30 in the fucking morning. Bought it for 1,000. Wait, is that right? Am I in for 1,000? That was very, very rude.
He's in for 1,500 sticky. Come on.
Oh, is it 1,500?
Yeah, you're in for 1,500.
Am I? Oh,
2 barrels of green
you're right.
and
You're
5
right.
reds.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm in
yeah.
for 1,500.
Still a good win.
So we're
but
up.
you know.
I don't know. 15, 16, 17. It's 1,000 more?
1,000.
I make the call. Please, no flush.
Oh my god. He had a straight already.
He had a straight and a flush.
Wow.
Jesus. Jesus. Nice hand. Nice river. Jesus Christ. This is good poker. How much is it? 35? 1 green. All right. Since I'm the big blind, last act, I'll give you action. Show me the flop. All right, this is.
No face, boys. No face.
No face. No face. Pull that off. Almost. You can't even get it, dog.
You know what is missing from the video?
All right, Jack 7 of hearts did not work. What do we got this time? Oh, it's you and me? Oh, hell, I'm coming for those blinds. $50. 50 more. What do you got? 6 deuce? You better call. You better fucking call that shit. No! All right, yo, check this out. So I just finished up with the home game. It's right now 7 in the morning, and I got there at, I think, 8:30. So I've been playing for a minute there, right? We were playing 4-handed for the final hand of the night. We're playing 4-handed. Everybody's pretty much drunk, except for the guy I go heads up with, who's only had like 1 shot throughout the whole night. Okay, so the first hand, effective stacks, is $3,000. Okay, and I want to talk about this hand because this is the final hand of the night, and the button straddles to $50. It's then on to the small blind, who is the villain, and makes the call for $50, okay? He makes the call. The big blind folds, and then it's on to me. I'm under the gun with queen 9 off. Queen of spades, 9 of clubs. I make the call. We're going 3 ways to the flop, and the pot is $160. The flop comes queen 10 4. Rainbow with 1 diamond. We flop top pair, okay? And I'm trying to get into a big pot with the villain, because the villain has the most chips on the table, and I've been trying to get after his fucking stack the whole fucking night. The small blind checks, which is the villain. Then it's on to us. We lead out and we bet more than half the pot, and we lead out for $100. The button folds, and the small blind looks at his cards, he looks at me, he thinks about it, like he's kind of questioning, should I make this call or should I fold? That's the read that I got from this guy. He makes the call. The pot is $360, and the turn comes the jack of diamonds. So now we're open-ended, but there's a backdoor flush draw with diamonds, and we got top pair, okay? When he makes that call on the flop, I immediately, subconsciously, I was like, okay, he's super weak. He's on a draw. I didn't actually put the draws in my head, but subconsciously I was like, okay, he's on a draw, he's weak. That was the read I got from him, which means that Jack 9, he would be open-ended on the flop calling $100, or King Jack open-ended calling $100, or maybe middle pair with a 10, and he's like, should I call this? Fuck, I don't know, and then makes the call. So that's like what I subconsciously put him on, without actually saying that in my head. The turn comes the Jack of Diamonds. I bet pot. I bet $350 into $360, okay? When I led out for $350, as soon as I put the chips out, I was like, I'm betting for value. But then after 30 seconds of putting the chips out, I'm like, wait, am I betting for value or am I bluffing? I think subconsciously I told myself I was betting for value because in my head I had already put him on a draw on the flop, and so now I'm thinking he has a pair and a draw, so like King Jack or Jack 9. Jesus Christ, this sun is so bright right now, I can barely see the road. So I bet pot because I put him on King Jack or Jack 9, right? But then he thinks about what he wants to do, and he raises to $800, which threw me off. I had no idea where I was at. And then I was questioning everything I did. I was like, oh my God, was I bluffing or was I betting for value? Where am I? I'm so confused. What's going on? And then I didn't start putting him on hands on the turn, which I think is my mistake. I had subconsciously put him on hands, but I didn't start going through the hands. I cannot see, my whole windshield is white right now. So he raised to $800, and I think about it for a little bit, and I'm just like, fuck, did I just bluff or did I bet for value on the turn? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was telling myself. I was like, shit, maybe I was bluffing when I bet. And then it threw my whole thought process off. My whole game was thrown off on the turn when he raised me. But I make the call, okay? So now the pot is $1,960, and we still have tons of money left over. Now I'm just like, okay, I don't know where I'm at, but I have equity, at least. I have an open-ended straight draw. I think I'm behind when he raises me, but I just wasn't, I felt like I didn't have enough time to be like thinking about, wait, where am I? You know, what does he have that he's raising me with? Because I already put him on a draw and it just didn't make sense. So now the pot's $1,960 and the river comes. The 8 of diamonds, boys. We make our straight, but there's a backdoor flush draw, okay? The diamonds got there. And now I'm just like, okay, we're probably good here, right? We're good. The villain leads out for $700 into 1960 as if he was betting for value or it was like a complete airball and he was bluffing. So this is a call like right away, instantly, but I start going through the hands. And I'm just like, what the fuck is he betting for value on the river? I'm like, did he just get a runner flush draw and he raised me with like some type of flush draw on the turn, like with a 10 of diamonds of some sort? I couldn't put him on a hand on the river when he's betting for value. I was like, does he have ace king? I was like, no, he can't have an ace king because he didn't raise pre-flop, okay? He doesn't have, I was like, what nines does he have? He could have Jack 9. I was like, he doesn't have 9-10 because he would fold to my $100 bet. He doesn't have Queen 9 because I have Queen 9. I was like, what nines does he fucking have? And I could only think of Jack 9. And so I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? I guess he had some type of flush. I make the call and the villain shows ace fucking king, dude. Ace king. Who slow plays, man? I fucking hate it when people slow play. I couldn't put him on ace king. We're playing four-handed and he just called the $50 with ace king. I'm gonna shoot myself in the fucking dick.
Make him spicy, Papa.